musician Tailor's Twin and Chevy.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Tailor's Talk podcast, live here at Grinding Entertainment Studio, home of musician Tailor LLC. I'm your co-host, Chevy Revis, along with my co-host and co-founder, Darrell Twin Smith. Today, we have a super special guest. She's a producer, DJ, author, entrepreneur, creative, mentor, sync licensing expert, and founder of Sink or Swim. She has landed major sync placement with HBO, CBS, Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN, MTV, Bravo TV, NBA TV, Prime Video, and more. Her music was featured in the Oscar-winning film Anora, as well as the Golden Glove-winning series The Penguin and Netflix Rhythm and Flow Season 2, just to name a few. Please help us welcome to the show, hailing all the way from Columbus, Ohio, the Sync Queen, London Elixir.
Hey, thank you for having me. That was such a good introduction. Bring down all the accomplishments, bang, bang, bang.
Come on now.
Hey. How y'all feeling?
Cool.
Doing
Cool.
good. It's a pleasure to have you here. You know, we seen you do a lot of amazing things.
Like you've been around since like when I first moved to Atlanta, so you've seen a lot of the progression too.
Yes, I
like,
am.
Both of y'all been around for a minute, like since before I even had sync. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Since the merch.
This is the first edition merch, y'all. Like people don't even get those no more. Like he got the original for real.
You can get this on eBay for $59 out of my channel.
I'll sign it. We gonna up the price.
Cut you in on that.
Right,
Got you.
Yeah, you know, I met you. We was doing a judging a talent show. That's when I first met you.
That's right. And on the south side of Riverdale, right? Yep, I remember that. It was Miss Vegas.
Yeah, Miss Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it was like, that's when I met you. I said, oh, she cool. And then, you know, I said, we exchanged numbers and been cool ever since.
Yep, been cool. You done sent me some business too. Like one of the first EPs I produced here was for an artist that you sent to me. Her name was Bree.
Yeah.
And then I want to say Trisha came through you too. Trisha B. Did you send me her? I don't know if you remember. It was a long time ago. But yeah, you were sending me people and they was like buying beats from me. So I always appreciated that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of artists I run into, you know, I get the feel, I say, okay, they ain't comfortable around dudes. Mm-hmm. So I say, okay, I got a homegirl. Send them straight to you.
Mm-hmm. I make some good music. Got some good experience back then, too.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said, you here on Tailor Talk Podcast, you know, it's a pleasure. And, you know, like, this is about you.
Okay.
So we know you from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
So how did this life of music start for you?
What a good question. I think I've always known I was into music though. Like since I was a kid, just the choir at school was always intriguing to me. Like when they had the recorders in third grade, I think that might have been my first introduction to a musical instrument. I was messing that recorder up, y'all. I had Kumbaya on lock, okay? I loved the recorder. I loved like anything music related just from the time I was a kid. And then when I got to middle school, I was in the band and my first real instrument that I played was the clarinet. Okay. So I played clarinet in sixth grade band. We did concerts and stuff with that. And then, of course, singing in the choir as a kid, you know, that's kind of like a thing that you do growing up in the church. And then I would say, like, I really started getting serious about music in middle school, like 8th grade, when I started taking piano lessons. I took those all through high school. And then high school is when I got into music production. So that was, like, the end all be all. Like once I got to that point, I was like, oh, music production? No, I really like this. This is even better than everything else I've been doing. So yeah, that's kind of like a quick progression.
Okay. Wow. So, you know, like you said, from a little young child, high school. Mm-hmm. But so, you know, after high school, you know, a lot of folks don't know, but You graduated from
The-
Ohio State.
The Ohio State University. Go Buckeyes. National champs. Let's go.
So did you study music?
I did not. That's the crazy part. I actually studied computer science and engineering. So what a lot of people don't know is I was the valedictorian in my high school. So I went to Ohio State on a full ride academic scholarship.
That's dope.
Yeah. So they offered me that full ride, and I didn't want to pass it up. Being from Columbus, Ohio, it's a great school, but they didn't offer music production as a major there. And I was like, I can't give up a free experience. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, if I can't do what I really want to do, everybody always told me, like, because they knew I was going to college for music, but they knew I was, like, really, really smart. They was like, you should do engineering. You gotta go get an engineering degree. And I was like, no, I'm going to do music, you know. And then Ohio State didn't have that as an option. So I was like, okay, well, if I can't do music production, then I guess I'll do something that's going to make a lot of money, but it will allow me to graduate really fast. Because, you know, I don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer that take too long to get to the money.
Yeah.
I was like, let me do engineering like everybody said I should. Which one of these does not require chemistry? I hated chemistry. I was like, computer science. So I was like, okay, bet. So I chose computer science and engineering as my major, which I'm really grateful for because that helps out in my business in a lot of ways too, like with running my own website and things like that. But yeah, graduated with my degree in computer science and engineering. So I did not study music when I went to Ohio State. But I took the money that I was making as a software engineer when I graduated and did a music production program through the Recording Academy, which was like an online school, but they also pair you with a studio in your area. So I was getting a lot of hands-on experience as well through Orange Studio. Shout out to Orange Studio, Columbus, Ohio.
That's dope.
So I got one because she skipped over something. Let's talk about the state champ in high school.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She played. She was a hooper.
I was a hooper. Yes, we won 2 state championships when I was in high school. Shout out to Columbus Afrocentric Early College.
Okay.
Will McKinney, the coach there, he really is building like he already has left a legacy there. Like and like we win states like often. The women's basketball team at my school, my high school. So yeah, shout out to the Lady Nubians. Yes.
Yes.
You was over there crossing them up like you was baby
I was a
Irish.
shooter. I wasn't a 1. I was a 2. I was shooting. I wasn't crossing nobody, but I was putting the ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What was the average?
Oh, let's not get into the details.
Okay,
I wasn't the star player. I'm not going to lie on this podcast. I was not the star.
Say less.
I'm doing music now, ain't I? You know, I'm doing music now, ain't I?
You was an asset, though.
Oh, no.
Right?
I was a role player. Okay, played my role. I was a
go.
leader, too. Team captain, you know.
Okay.
Leadership skills.
You said, here, shoot.
There you go. There you go.
Didn't I tell you shoot that ball?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you ain't make so on that basketball squad, you ain't make no little cheer, no theme song for your basketball team.
Yeah, I did. So that actually, let's get into it. All right, here we go. So when I first got introduced into music production in high school, it was because of basketball, right? So I was playing basketball. I was already taking piano lessons. I found out that I was going to get my full ride to Ohio State when I was in 9th grade. It was a program called Young Scholars. So, yeah, 9th grade, I knew. I was like, as long as I kept my grades at a certain level, that I was going to get a full ride to Ohio State.
Destined for greatness.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That was like, it was a shout out to the Young Scholars program. I don't even want to. We might want to edit this out, but they just sunset that whole program now because of DEI cutbacks for funding, thanks to y'all's president. So that's I'm just
no, man. We need that awareness.
No, like
we
that's
need
like
that awareness.
that's like a lot of people I know who were really instrumental in like because it's a merit-based scholarship, but it was also for minorities at the same time. So you had to be smart. It's not like they was just giving it out because you was black or you know what I'm saying. Right. But at the same time, it's like it helped so many people. I know so many people who did the Young Scholars program that went on for years, like. And it set us up, like, full ride. The Ohio State University didn't have to pay a dime. Like, got refund checks every single semester to pay my rent and everything, you know, like, as long as I kept my grades up. So, shout out to the Young Scholars. And sorry to everybody who, you know, lost their jobs because that's really, I can't stand to see it. Like, I hate to see it. But, yes, went to, I was playing basketball. That's where we were at. I was playing basketball, and I found out I was getting a Young Scholar program scholarship. And I was like, oh, I don't want to play basketball no more. I'm a girly girl. I was like, I'm going to have to quit this. Like, I don't know. But we had just won states my freshman year. And I was good. Like, I played varsity my freshman year. So I was like, okay, I got to give a good reason. Because, like, it was really like a culture at my high school, the women's basketball team. You don't just quit. Like, that was unheard of. If you in there, you in there. Almost like a sorority. You know what I'm saying? You can't just quit. Right. So I was like, I got to give them a good reason. Because I am not going to be running suicides no more. And I know I don't need the basketball scholarship. I was like, all I got to do is keep my grades up. I'm straight. But I look like sweating. So I was like, I'm going to tell him I'm going to focus on my piano lessons. So I was like, hey, I'm quitting, but it's because I'm focusing on my piano lessons. He was like, well, then you need to make us a song. And I was like, okay, I don't know how to do that. Like, I could make a song. Like, I'm taking piano lessons. I didn't know what music production was. So he put me in touch with this guy at the school on staff, Baba Howell, and he was like a music producer, you know, for like he did that. That was what he did. So me and my mom went over his house and we made a whole song. Like, we made the anthem. And that was when I seen what music production was. And from that moment, I was like, oh, this looks so cool. I want to do this. This is what I want to do. So, yeah, that's how it came about. So, yes, we made an anthem. It was my very first song I produced. It's called A High. It's available on streaming platforms because my team made me release it with the film that we did. Nice. So, if y'all want to go listen to that, go listen. Yes. But,
good choice. Good choice. Good peer pressure.
Yeah, that's dope. A high.
A high.
Lady.
Nubians.
Lady.
Nubians.
All right. What they call?
Stagehand.
It come on my thing, man. I don't know. On one of my phones, it pops up every time I plug it in my car. So it's like it's in heavy rotation. So.
Hey, get them strings
up.
Yeah,
right.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, you know, as you kept... Now, this is... I don't know. But I want to know why you was at the Ohio State focusing on computer science. You just said, okay, I'm going to focus on school. You did not do no music.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, I didn't, because even though I didn't go to school on a basketball scholarship, my coach from high school was really plugged in with the basketball team. So I worked as a manager for the women's basketball team while I was there. So between studying engineering and also working for the women's basketball team at a D1 school, I didn't have time to do music. Like, and then of course you partying. It's college, and we, you know, our football team winning, and we had to, we had the functions. We studying. So it was. I did not do music the whole time I was in college. Like, I knew that that's what I wanted to do eventually, but I was just kind of enjoying the experience and also like trying to keep my grades up so I didn't lose my scholarship. So I didn't have time. I didn't even really think about it, but I came back to it when I was about to graduate, and I called my mom because I got a job offer, and I told them how much I was making. I was like, yeah, they offered this much. And she's like, wow, that's like more than I was making. Like, you know, this is such a good offer. You know, like, she was just kind of like, you don't sound excited about it. And I wasn't. And she was like, you're not going to be happy till you making beats. And that's when it was like, oh, yeah. Like, it was like something clicked in my head. Like, for that 4 years, that part of me was like dead or something. And then it clicked like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I started looking up music production schools immediately. I was like, yeah, let's get back to it.
Shout out to Mama Elixir.
Yeah, shout out to my mama.
Yeah, she that light bulb pop.
That's the key right there. Just keeping people in your life who gonna remind you of like what your end goal is. Because sometimes it takes a while to get to where you're going, and it's like steps in a process that aren't directly related, but it's a part of your journey. So like you could lose sight of the end goal in that, like, going through those motions. You know what I'm saying? But having the people around you to like keep you on track and like, hey, you finished this phase. Let's get on to phase 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very important.
Yeah.
Okay. So you graduated from college. You had to get on that road. You went to the state next to you. How was that journey?
Going to Atlanta or Kentucky when I was living in Kentucky. So actually, when I was living in Kentucky, I was still in college. I lived there during the summer between my junior and senior year.
Okay.
I did an internship working for Humana, the medical insurance company. And that was cool. I lived there for like a summer. It was like 3 months. We stayed at the Galt House. It was nice. Very nice.
Yeah. They had y'all at the Galt House? Like,
yeah, they paid us to, like, they paid for our stay. Like, we lived at the Galt House for 3 months. And you know, they got them skywalks. So we was like walking to work.
Come on now.
And
Trust me,
they was paying us pretty decent. Like it was my first real job, I guess, like as an intern. I think they was paying us at that time. It was like $23.50 an hour. We was working 40 hours a week. I ain't really got no bills. It's the summer. Y'all paying for my living expenses. I bought a car.
Right.
I bought a car.
Right.
But yeah, like that was a good experience. And I actually got connected to some people. It was like some studio. I wish I could remember the name. While I was living in Louisville, I went to like this studio out there a few times. So I was still like music was kind of still on my mind. It wasn't my like primary focus.
So once you did your internship, you went
Back to school. Yep. My senior year started at the end of that summer. And they offered me to work from, home basically, but I would still be going to school. So I started doing that. But remember, I also was working for the basketball team. And I also was in school for computer science and engineering, which is like rigorous. So I did that for maybe like the first month or two. And they were very lenient with the hours. They was like, just let us know what you have time to do, blah, blah, blah. But after like the first like month or two of that, I was like, listen, I could choose. I had the option. I was like, this job's paying me way more than I'm making working for the basketball team. But I got the rest of my life to work like for this type of company.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get this opportunity to work for the women's basketball team of The Ohio State University again. So, like, they're not paying as much, but this is a life experience that I need to, like, enjoy. Right. And I did. Like, so I quit. I was like, holla at me when I graduate. Like, yeah, I can't give y'all my life right now. So I kept working for the basketball team. And I quit working for them. But they still ended up circling around and offering me. That's the job I was working when I graduated. They circled back and offered me full-time when I graduated.
Oh, that's dope.
And I was working from home.
Free sneakers and everything.
Man, what?
Traveling.
Man, what?
Come on,
free travel, free sneakers, like free everything. Like per diem. And then they feed you. Yes. So it's like, what am I spending my per diem on? And I was on a full ride scholarship. Oh, college was a life. I ain't had no financial problems. I was in college running it up, man. I'm telling you. So college. I like college. That was a good time. Minus the classes. Minus what I was there for.
So you graduated and you was working at Humana from home.
Yes.
And so, again, it's like something was in you saying, hey, look, what you doing?
Yeah. Yup. I graduated and I started working for Humana and I started that music production program at the same time. So I was working from home. I was living in Ohio and I was like finally getting into music. That's when I got Logic. So prior to this, I was into music production, but I wouldn't say I was really a producer until 2016, which is when I graduated college because like that's when I started learning like what music production actually is. It became more like a skill, like a craft, as opposed to a hobby. I was just pressing some buttons, figuring some stuff out. So, yeah, man, that's when I start really like producing for real, and that's when I learned how to engineer because I was going to the studio. So, I'm learning Pro Tools at the same time, and I was working, but I wasn't really focused on it. Like I was doing what I needed to do to get my salary, but on the clock sometimes, making beats, like scheduling studio sessions all the time, like just doing whatever I can because that's what I really wanted to do. That's what energized me. That's what I was passionate about. And that went on for like, I say the first 6 months I was doing that. And then I got to the point where I was like, I'm trying to sell some beats. Like I'm trying to get into the scene. What's going on? So I started going to events in the city, like open mic type stuff and, meeting some people, networking there. And that turned out really cool. I started working with some of the local artists and like some of them were buying beats. And at this time, $25 a beat, nothing too crazy. But I was like, hey, we selling beats, I ain't need the money. I was still working, but it was like nice, So that's when it became real for me. And, doing beat showcases, stuff like that. And quickly, I was like, oh, I got to get up out of here and move somewhere where I could turn this into a career. Because this is cute. Shout out to my city. But I ain't going to be able to quit my job at this rate. Like, there is nothing in the trajectory that would make this make sense. So I was like, I need to figure out where I'm going, like, immediately. And that's when I started looking at cities. And Atlanta was the one that made the most sense financially, as opposed to like a LA or a New York. And also it was like an easier drive. I could get back to Ohio pretty quickly if I needed to. Yeah. So, I had one cousin that lived down here. I came to visit. We looked at apartments. I found one I liked. I was like, it's up and stuck. We out of here. So that's when I came to Atlanta.
That's what's up. That's dope. So you came down here and got baptized.
To a whole new culture, learned some new stuff for sure. It was different.
Got baptized.
It was definitely different.
So you was maneuvering the music scene here in the Atlanta area. And so, like I said, me and you met at a talent show. Me and you was judges. So, and that was what, 2017 or 18?
Had to be 17. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I moved here in 2017.
No, it was 18.
So it could have been 18.
The beginning of 18.
Okay.
And then, that's when I met you. And so then that's when I started seeing, we talked, exchange numbers, and we ran into a lot of dope artists together. I see some artists, I say, hey, let me send them over to London. So as your first project here in Atlanta, what was it called?
The first one I did here was, it was Project LX Volume 2. That was the first one I did here, but I used all Columbus artists. So, I did, a release party here. I had them all come down here. Ironically, it happened to snow the day of the party. And I was like, not Ohio bringing the snow to Atlanta. What is going on? A lot of people didn't show up to the party. I was mad. It's just some snow. But, I realize now after living here, it's not just some snow for the people here. But, yeah. So, that was my first project that I did. But the first one I did with artists, that I met here was Listen to Me. And it had I Don't Give a Funk, What You Want to Do, and Best Day Ever. Those are the three. It was a 3-track EP. Real slight, but it was great. That was 2019, I believe.
That was 2019?
When I did Listen to Me, had to be 2019.
I remember going to that studio. It's on the south side.
Legacy. Shout out to Legacy Pro
Legacy,
Studios.
yeah.
Yep, we did the I Don't Give a Funk release party there. That's where the entire, except for one track, but the other 2 tracks were recorded, mixed and mastered at Legacy Pro Studios.
It's
Shout
off
out to
Tara.
Tara.
Tara Boulevard.
It was lit up in there too.
It was lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had this funky vibe. It was
70s
70s
vibe.
influence. Yeah.
And
it
some
was a great
food.
time. And we had food. Oh, anytime I throw an event, it's gonna be some food. If I can help it, we gotta have some food if it's a release party. I don't like going places and
ain't got no food.
Yeah, what we doing?
I'm gonna eat before I get there. But if I ain't got no food, I'm leaving.
Some hors d'oeuvres, something. I ain't saying you gotta feed me, but give me something to snack on.
Right?
Some chicken salad, something.
So some of that Crystal chicken salad.
Okay, shout out to Crystal.
Right.
Love her chicken salad.
It's delicious.
Man, wait.
Cool Chris. C-style.
Shout out.
So as you did that project, then it's you was steady moving, working with a whole lot of artists. Every time I went out, London's out somewhere. London doing this, London doing that. So you made your name a household name, and as you made your name a household name, I'm gonna let you tell that story because we know the story, but we want you to tell it.
Yeah, I mean, when I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't know anybody for real. I had one cousin who lived here. She was an older cousin, my mom's cousin. So it's more like an aunt, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like we just hanging out, I knew another person who was here from Columbus, but she had moved to Atlanta. She was an artist by the name of Essence, a hip hop. And she was rapping out here. So she invited me to a show. And this is the first week that I moved down here. So I'm like, all right, babe, let me go. And it was on Edgewood. And I get there on time because apparently that's not what people do here. I didn't know. New to Atlanta. I get there on time. DJ not even set up. The event not started. She not there. I'm sitting in the section all right. It's 10 o'clock. Where everybody at, So,
That's so funny.
it wasn't going to start till 12.
Right.
So, I just, I was like, dang, she ain't here. Ain't nobody here. What I'm going to do? I don't want to waste my time. And then I hype myself up. I walked outside, hype yourself up. You here to meet people. You not here to be acting scary and shy. Get out there and talk to somebody. And then, these people walked outside and I just looked up and I was like, hey, y'all do music? And they was like, yeah, he does. We all here to support him. And I was like, bet. And I just started talking to them. And then I went in and I sat with them. And then I watched them perform. My homegirl, I don't even know what time she showed up. Anybody who know me, I'm a grandma. I'm not staying too late. So I left. Like, I was like, all right, it's about 1 o'clock. Time for me to go. So I don't know if she ever showed up. Grandma had to go to bed. I had to go to bed. I had work in the morning.
And Nana
You
went.
call yourself a grandma?
Yes, everybody knows I'm a grandma. Like,
Nana went home.
no, this Nana had to go to sleep. Okay, put me to bed. Give me a robe, a bonnet. Like, put me in the bed
I'm not mad
under
at
the
you.
covers.
Look, I'm not
okay?
mad
I
at
can't do that life. So no, I didn't see her perform, but I made friends with them, and he was performing a lot. He had a lot of shows, so I just started going. Like, and this is like, I'm new here. I'm excited to be here. So I think a lot of the things that people who are from here or who have been here for a while don't do, I was doing. Like, he had a show in Tucker. I lived in Riverdale at the time. I didn't care. Like, I'm not in Ohio. I could drive to Tucker, like, from Riverdale. You know what I'm saying? It's a different drive. Like, we going. Like, what we in reach? That's what I'm here for. So I go to his shows, meet people at his shows, go to their shows, find out what they promoting on their Instagram page. Let's go. What you got going on? What you got going on? Studio session? Bet. Let me pull up. Patchwork? Let's go. Like, I'm just meeting people and just talking and just doing what I came here to do. I was like, I don't know nobody. So there ain't no reason for me to just sit here and do nothing. I might as well get out. You know what I'm saying? And I still, to this day, sometimes have to hype myself up. I think people think it naturally happens, but sometimes I still have to hype myself up at networking events. Like, girl, go talk. Time to go talk. Like, but that's what you got to do. You got to remember what you're here for. So
you're in the right place, man. What you just said, I want to make sure everybody and the people who move in here and all the independent artists definitely get out and talk to people. Like, it's every day of the week is something going on here in Atlanta.
Multiple
rain,
things.
sleet, snow, it don't matter.
Everything.
So get out,
panels,
panel,
open mics,
everything.
Small
Release
little back
parties.
roads.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. Hole in the wall club,
Yeah.
whatever. Rooftops.
Go to everything.
Everything,
You can. That was the easiest way.
Yep.
Like, to me, I met so many people organically just going to events. And I learned a lot. Like, there's a lot of free information in Atlanta. Like, I wasn't getting that where I was from. People was gatekeeping.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all ain't even got nothing to gatekeep.
Man,
First of all, y'all gatekeeping that. Like, man, you come down here, people giving out all types of information. You
Because
go
they'll
to
come down here
panels.
and get it, then go back and then,
Trying to hold it hostage.
For
And,
what?
because they think they're going to win off of it, trying to finesse the youngsters that don't know for money. And like, I'm going to say this, God gave us wisdom and knowledge for free, so we should give it back free.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bars. Yeah. So let's sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
What made you come up with that concept?
One day I was in a studio and it just popped into my head. The word sink or swim, like, popped into my head. And I was like, I don't know what that's about. I texted to Jamal. I was like, shout out to Mogamal. I always call him by his government. Sorry, Jamal. I texted to him like, hey, this just popped into my head. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but here. Like, I just want it to be documented. And next thing, at the time, like, I found out about Sync in one of those panels that I was talking about, like, come to Atlanta, get some information. Like, it was a panel discussion on Sync. It was called Opportunity Knocks. It was at Icon Studios. And it had, like, Waka Flocka's mom that was there. Ian Berg. Like, it was a lot of people there just kind of talking about Sync. And I was like, oh, I need to get into that. Because at that point, I had some high-profile, like, studio sessions with artists, but the songs never came out. So I'm like, what we doing? Like, I need to switch this up. I need to figure something out. So I had been trying to look into how to get into Sync anyway. Trying to meet music supervisors, things like that. So I found out about this Nashville Film Festival. That's what it was. Coming up. And I was like, well, let's go try to meet some music supervisors, make some connections. And it was like, but it's a film festival, so might as well have a film. Like, I'm just an overachiever. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I can't go to the film festival and not submit, at least submit. So, I don't know how deep we want to get into the story.
No. This is your. That's why we want to hear. Like, we want to hear your perspective. We done heard. We done seen the movie Sink or Swim. It's available now.
Go watch it on our website.
Yes, sir.
But
tell us the process of how
it was cool. Okay, so
team members.
so Sink or Swim, the movie came about because I was going to the Nashville Film Festival and I wanted to have a film to submit. Mind you, this is like March when I find out about this festival. The deadline to submit is June. So I'm an overachiever, y'all. Like, I'm trying to tell you. So I'm like, okay, I got a concept. Sink or swim, I'm assuming that's what this title is for. It must be the name of the film. So I'm like, let's just, do a movie kind of documentary style about how I got sinks. At the time, I had like a few, nothing too crazy, maybe like 10. But they were major. Like, I had the juju, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had like big sinks too. So
and we're gonna start right there.
pause for the cause.
Tell about the juju and how many screens it got.
Yeah. So Do the Juju got 10 billion streams on TikTok within like 2 weeks. It hit like 1 million the first day.
And who is Juju?
Juju Smith-Schuster is an NFL player. It was a campaign that we did for Got Milk.
Okay.
And we ran it on TikTok and like pretty much all digital media, but it was like a dance challenge and they needed somebody to create music for this dance that he had because he's known for dancing on social media. So I got that brief and Jamal and I created a song that ended up getting selected for Do the Juju. And yeah, hit 10 billion on TikTok, ran across, like they had to relicense it a couple times, like after, because the first license was just for digital media. So that's like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. They wanted to run it on ESPN. They had to come back and pay us and relicense it. They wanted to run it on Nickelodeon. They had to come back and pay us to relicense it. And we still retain all the rights to that to this day. Like,
that's dope.
That gift they keep on giving.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So yeah,
right.
Shout out to Juju.
I just wanted to make sure we know what that was about.
Yes. Shout out to Do the Juju. So yeah, I had that. I had some stuff on the hype. I had Candy and the Gang, like some other stuff. Lizzo, I think I had at that time as well. So people were already asking me how I was getting sinks. And I was like, bet, let's make a movie about it. Like, let's do it. So that's how Sink or Swim came about, the short film. We wanted to create a film to submit for the Nashville Film Festival, which we were already going to be at because we wanted to meet music supervisors. And so we did that, made the deadline. Well, I'm going too fast. Okay, so
you're speeding.
I hit up Jamal like, hey, let's do this film.
That's what I want to hear.
I hit up Jamal like, hey, we finna do a film. And shout out to Jamal because he's like my idea friend. Like, I could tell him anything and he'd be like, all right, let's do it. But like, I know he'd be thinking like, sit down, London, sit down. So I'm like, yeah, the deadline is June. But shout out to friends who rock with you anyway, because we had a vision, we executed. He's good about like organizing stuff, putting stuff, like he's very good like overall, like to see visions for things. Like that's what we have in common. So he helps me with like get everything straight. So I had to let him know about the idea. And then next up to add to the team was my homegirl Maddie B. Because we needed somebody to shoot the film. Me and Jamal don't know nothing about cameras. And I had already been working with Maddie on music and, pitching for sync and stuff. And we had some songs together. And I was just like, I knew that she already was shooting content for herself. Like, she was doing rehearsals on YouTube and, like, doing, music video type stuff. So I was like, she the person I know with a camera. I was like, hey, you ever thought about shooting a movie?
The fly on the wall. Huh?
Yeah, right. Shout out to the fly on the wall. She was like, nah, I never done that before. And I'm like, do you want to? And shout out to her. And she told me later that she was kind of like scared when I asked her. But I never knew that because she jumped right in and like got to shooting. So I didn't even think about the editing process. I was just like, you know what? One step at a time. And that's a gem right there. Like, if God give you a vision, place something on your heart, get to moving. Because, like, the pieces fall in place along the path. But if you don't start walking, you ain't going to pick that piece up. So,
bars.
I was like, okay, let's start shooting. So we have artists coming in who I've worked with, who I've gotten sync placements with, and to do interviews for the film. So I'm like, to talk about like, what was it like getting placed, or, tell me about your placements with London, how's it like working with London, whatever. So we're interviewing people. One of the artists we bring in is Ogechi. She was the artist on the very first sync placement I got on a show called The Hype on HBO Max. And we're doing her interview, and then after we finished, she was like, so who's editing the film? Because it don't look like none of y'all are editors. And I was like, girl, we gonna figure it out. I don't know. I was just like real nonchalant. Like, I don't know. In my head, Maddie editing the film. Like, I'm like, shoot, I don't know. We gonna figure it out. We gonna sit down and get it together. And she was like, I have a degree in film, right? Like, that's what I do.
That's crazy.
And I was like, girl, since when? No, I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
No, she has a whole degree in film. Like, she's an editor for real. She does this. Like, I was like, What? I did not know that. But had
Wow.
I not started shooting the film, I would have never found the editor for the film. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
if I was just waiting for everything to be in place before I got moving, I would have never got the pieces. So, like, yeah, she was like, yeah, I'll edit the film. Because I don't know nothing about it, girl. Yes. So that's how the team, which we call Coco Lamage, came about. The Sink or Swim team. It's me, Mogamal, sorry.
Thank you.
Me, Mogamal, Maddie B, and
Hey, Mogamal, we're fighting for you, bro. Don't think we ain't fighting for you.
Mogamal.
Mogamal.
Ogechi and Maddie B. That's my tribe right there. Like, that's my execution squad right there. So, yeah, that's how we came together. We got the film submitted on time. It actually did not get accepted into the film festival. We still went. I made some great connections that have led to sync placements down the line. But we decided to just go ahead and do a film screening on our own in Atlanta because it was information that people wanted anyway. People were always asking me. So we did 2 screenings in Atlanta of the short film. Both of them were sold out. We did it at the Plaza Theater. And everybody at the end of it was like, this was great, but we feel like it was kind of short. Like, we need some more information. And we were like, well, the only reason we had it short like this is because, one, that was the requirement to submit it. It had to be a short film. And also, we were on a time crunch, so we didn't have time to do a whole bunch of stuff. So we were like, you know what, let's go back to the drawing board after this and, create a full feature-length film where we actually dive deeper. Hence the name Sink or Swim, Diving Deeper. So that's our actual feature-length film now, which is out and available on our website. Only $15. Go support that and learn about Sync, y'all. I mean, this is the most information you're going to get about Sync, and it's like a 60-minute film. Like, you'll never get this amount of information about Sync in that short period of time for that small amount of money. So go watch Sink or Swim, Diving Deeper, available on our website, londonelixir.com/ SOS.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. We just got a little small free consultation right here, but
no,
thank
facts.
you. Because she actually charged for this.
No, I usually charge. I can get this for the free ski.
Yeah, so make sure y'all run that back.
Yeah, so that's the story of Sink or Swim.
Dope.
Dope.
Super dope.
Yeah.
So we swimming. We ain't sinking, but we swimming.
We sinking and swimming technically because it's spelled SYNC. So we getting these sinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Play on words. I got you. We sinking and we swimming.
Okay.
We
Succeed. That's the only option.
So as you with your sink and swim, is also you do educate. So I know you've been over at Georgia State a couple of times.
Yes.
Giving to their film class or their entertainment.
It's their music program. Yep. So shout out to Georgia State. They have a great program. Like, plug that school because they have an amazing program for their students who are in, like, music industry. You know what I'm saying? So Al Thrash is one of the professors over there, and Ben Yonis, also another great professor over there. I go and speak to their students from time to time about sync licensing. One time I gone and gave feedback on their music, done listening sessions with the I call them kids, but they're adults, it's college students. But yeah, we've done screenings of our film there as well. The Sink or Swim, Diving Deeper film. We did a screening at Georgia State. We also screened at Morehouse and Spelman. And we also offer workshops now through the Sink or Swim experience, which basically teaches how to write to a sync brief and what sync licensing is for high schoolers, writing camps. We do all of the above. So the Sink or Swim experience is really dope. It's something that I wish I would have had when I first found out that I was interested in music production because it teaches a way to monetize it that doesn't require fame. It doesn't require connections to artists. You know what I'm saying? Producers could eat off of sync licensing without even ever making a song with vocals. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something I wish that I would have had known about, So we're offering that now to schools and organizations and anybody who wants to learn about sync. We could do a whole workshop, the Sink or Swim experience.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You ain't got to get no record deal, no publishing deals, none of that.
You keep all your publishing, you keep all your back end. You just got to grind a little bit. Anybody ready to grind could get some money. That's all.
Dope.
Look, I ain't mad at you. Let me sing.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all already grinding.
All right.
Been grinding.
Been grinding.
For a long time.
Grinding, okay.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's good to see that everything you put together, it always blossom into something great. You continue to put songs out. A lot of folks don't understand the hard work you do. That's how come I guess you call yourself grinding, because you popping up at what time? 4 in the morning? What time you 5, 4?
I get up early, like 5. Yeah, 5:30.
That's good.
And grind.
Yeah.
Stay here. Okay.
Yep.
Go over here, let me.
Yeah.
Glad you made that beat right there. That's that beat you just made.
Nah, yeah, that's what it is.
Then you on the phone say, hey, I made this here. I'm sending it to you. We need to get together. Yeah. So a lot of folks think, they probably look at you and think it was easy for you. But we know it's not. It's a lot of folks don't see the early mornings you have. Even that early morning, sometimes you also have those late nights. So as you continue to navigate and move, what would you tell your younger self?
Good question.
Dang, start DJing sooner. That would be the first thing.
That's what I
I would have started DJing way sooner. Also, I would just say, like, there's so much I could have told my younger self. Like, don't take things personal.
Ooh.
Like, don't take everything so personal, and always keep your personal end goal in mind first, aside from, like, whatever you got going on with other people. Like, because I had, like, a really good heart, you know? Not had, I still do. But that'll, set some boundaries around that thing. But it's just, like, like, I just, when I moved here, I was real green, like, just doing stuff for a lot of people, supporting a lot of people's, like, growth and building out things for other people, that if I would have took that same energy and put it into myself, you know what I'm saying? Those are relationships that, like, took advantage of me and, like, didn't really value my contributions. And as I look back, it's like, dang, I spent, like, over a year of my time, like, building this out for them. And just for it to turn out like this, in the end, it's like, I could have put that energy into myself, Yeah. So I would just say, keep my personal end goals at the forefront. Like, everything that I do for other people, you can still help other people, but, like, never let it come before what you're doing for yourself. That's all.
That's dope. I like how you said that.
Yeah.
And as one thing you said, we ain't hit on DJ London Elixir. So, I know you, when you first started DJing, what really made you say, hey, let me get in here and get on these ones and twos?
It's funny. I would have never done it. It was not me. It never popped into my head. I can't even take credit for it. Like, I was going out to LA for, to meet with music supervisors, just trying to make connections. And my mom, man, shout out to my mom, Peaches. She's a skater. She into that skate world for real. She throws, like, the biggest skate party in the Midwest every year called Icy Hot. She's real locked in, like, with all the skate crews across, like, all the cities. Like, Peach. She that girl. Yeah. But I told her I was going to LA, and she was like, oh, I gotta connect you. Like, so I know people in LA through the skate world already as well, like, who are, like, my skate dads or, like, like, just skate family. So she was like, I gotta get you with Skate P. He could he cool with Battle Cat. Y'all gotta lock in. Wow. And I was like, you know somebody that know Battle Cat? Like, what? So she was like, yeah, I'm going to hit up P when you out there. He gonna make sure, so before I even went on the trip, he had already, like, P had told, shout out to Skate P, he had already told Battle Cat about me. So, like, he started following me on Instagram and was, like, checking out my stuff already. So I was like, oh, bet, maybe I actually will. Because, people say they know people. I was like, do you? Are we going to meet? But, nah, he actually had already been checking my stuff out. So I was like, okay, cool. So I get out there, and we meet at Leimert Park one day, and P introduces me to Battle Cat. He's like, hey, in so many words, he's like, I've been watching what you're doing. You real fire. Like, your production fire. Like, keep doing what you're doing, but you're going to have to start DJing. And in my head, I'm like, another thing to do? Like, why? But I ain't going to say that to him. So I was like, okay, well, like, like, for what purpose? What you mean by that? And he was like, because, like, DJing don't put you in rooms that production will never get you in. He said, also, DJing is another form of production. The way that you produce, you could DJ. And he was like, it's going to open up a lot of doors for you. Like, it's going to open up a lot of doors. So you need to start DJing.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. Like, I ain't going, that's good advice. I ain't going, whatever. Literally came back from that trip and bought my first little DJ setup. I got a Rev 1, got Serato Light. And that was it. Like, that was it. I was like, okay, bet. Let me try to start DJing. So that's when I have some DJ friends here. So I, like, took a few lessons from them here and there. But with the production, it was kind of the natural progression. It was like, it wasn't as hard as I think if I wasn't already producing, to learn how to DJ. So I practiced, but I still wasn't really taking it too serious because at this point, sync is actually rolling out for me. I'm like popping with the sync stuff now. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I'm getting these syncs. And, I got this DJ board. I'm going to practice a little bit, but I ain't really trying to book no gigs. I'm just like, whatever. And then, man, that writer's strike hit, sync start going like this. And I was like, maybe it's time to bring that DJ board in the forefront. Let me start trying to.
Big head.
Yeah, literally. Hey, big head. What's good? What's good? So that's when I started taking it serious. This was probably like 6 months later. And I was like, all right, bet, let me start taking this stuff serious. And I like start DJing. The hardest part was learning how to like do the transitions and stuff. Once I enough practice, you get that down. But song selection, not really a problem. Reading the waves, knowing what matches, understanding BPMs, that's stuff that you already know as a producer anyway. So I was like, let me start DJing. And y'all, like, that DJing thing, it has helped out in so many ways. Like, it's different. The money that you get from DJing versus the money you get from sync in the sense of how it comes. DJing is just upfront. You get that money, you go DJ, you done. Sync is like, all right, maybe we'll use your song. If we do, you'll get paid later. It's like,
pay you when we feel like
we're literally within 90 days of the air date, and then 6 to 8 months from that you'll get some royalties. It's like, which is cool. That stuff is good, but it's like the DJing brought money to the forefront. Like it brought like more immediate cash, like a more immediate revenue stream. So that's better for bill money. So like the way I'm doing it now is like I'm trying to make DJing like my main source of income, so that all the sync money is like extra. You know what I'm saying? Because that DJing stuff could just keep everything funded like up front. The sync money is gonna come whenever it comes, and it's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? So I started DJing, had my first little residency in Buckhead at Apartment 4B. Okay. But y'all know y'all pulled up on, So it was cool. And then I got into DJing weddings, which is my favorite.
Corporate.
Yes, corporate.
Yes, sir.
More money. Anything I do, I'm trying to make sure it makes some sense, literally. So, And then I did that residency for like a year. And I was doing like some like other stuff, like working for the wedding venue, whatever. I quickly realized I wasn't going to be doing that because I got an entrepreneur mindset and they weren't paying enough. I know how much money y'all really making. Y'all not y'all not fooling me. Like, listen, I can't be up here. I worked there for like 2 months and I was like, nah, I'm going to have to go get this on my own. I don't know. So I got my own equipment. Shout out to my aunt, my great aunt Carol. She actually funded all of my DJ equipment. So, because I was telling her, she called me one day, because I had been thinking about quitting the wedding venue. And I was like, man, I know they're not paying me like I should be getting paid. This is a lot of work. It's an hour away. I'm driving. Like, I'm here for 11 hours a day. Like, I'm getting $300 a wedding. Like, that's crazy. After taxes, entrepreneurs, I done been an entrepreneur for a while now. You talking about taxes coming out of my money first? So after taxes, it's like $325 a wedding. I'm like, ain't no way. All the preparation, I'm like, I know how much people pay for wedding DJs. Ain't no way. So I was like conflicted though, because I was like, I don't have the money to buy my own DJ equipment. So I was like, if I quit, because the wedding venue was providing the equipment. So I was like, if I quit, I'm going to have to buy speakers, subs, like all of this stuff. And my aunt randomly called me one day and she's like, I had a dream about you last night. And she was like, you were crying. And I didn't know what was wrong, so I just wanted to call and check on you. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. I was like, I haven't been crying, like, physically, but I feel like maybe my spirit has been crying because I really am trying to do something different, and I don't feel like I'm in a position to. So I kind of explained to her what was going on, and she was like, well, how much is the DJ equipment? I was like, girl, I don't think you want to know how much the DJ equipment is. And she was like, well, just, price it out and like, if it's reasonable, if I could do it, I'll help you out. So I was like, okay, cool. So I tried to find some stuff that was like good quality, but not I'm not going to put EVs on my, you know what I'm saying? But some Mackies, like something that's still good quality, but like reasonably priced. And she fronted all the money for me to get all my DJ equipment. I have everything I need, and I've been doing it on my own ever since. And now I make $1,500, $2,000 a wedding as opposed to $3,000, doing the same amount of work, less overhead, less stress, and it's not an hour away most of the time. So it's like, shout out to God. Like, that, I just really felt like that was God, because I would have never asked her for that. I would have never asked anybody. I would have just thugged it out and figured it out eventually. But, like, shout out to God.
God and the ancestors.
Man, what?
That's
Come on now.
I would say this too, and then piggyback on what you said. Just being around like the Zaytoven and going to his stuff, he always said that, and I saw him like, hey, he DJ, produce, he do all that, and basically he just go and play his own music. He got the catalog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he DJ, they pay him to DJ, they pay him to be there, and he playing all his music. And you put that in your publishing every time you
come on now.
That's a
working
performance set.
Literally.
You got to upload that to your BMI, ASCAP, and all that, and that's considered, yeah.
That's a lick. So, it's a whole lick.
It's the gift to keep on giving.
Come on now.
Yes,
making it make sense in every way possible. Yeah, that's facts.
Somebody told me I needed DJs. I ain't doing it.
I say that.
Why not?
It's
got everything.
Yeah, literally. I was looking at the speakers out there when I walked in. Like,
I got a DJ set here.
Yeah.
I got everything. I just
got Fisher Price record player. You know the old Fisher Price record player back got that.
So why you don't want to DJ?
It's but no, that's really what it is.
It's all good.
That's really what it is.
You're missing out.
Because here's like, so I don't know, engineering is like I put all my energy in engineering. Engineering, and then over there on that other room. So then I can't, because I used to have a DJ stuff set up. So I come down here and play. Because like you said, it's real easy. If you know the BPMs, you looking at the waves, you matching everything up. Transitions, as I listen, I say, okay, this a transition good. I just say, hey, my attitude won't let me. Get your...
You're like,
get off my speakers.
Take your shoes off.
That's real.
Hold my refrigerator.
Listen, that's real. I have to have like a little facade too, like for to keep people away from me. Like it look good too and make it look like a DJ booth wherever I'm at, but it's really to create some space. Because people just walk up and set their drinks on your table. Yeah. Have you lost your mind? Do you know how much this equipment costs and you just want to put your drink on my table? Like, and
especially at the weddings, they drunk, toe up, run the floor.
That's why I'm not a club DJ too. Like, I will not do clubs. That's not
that's
my
why you gotta set up your thing too. I tell them, they set up your QR code. So when they start doing a request and stuff like that.
It's on my laptop screen. Okay, like, scan the QR code. It'll come directly to my phone if you want to make a song request.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Cause they want to get in your ear and tell you.
Nah, they just be too close. Like, back. Yeah. And I'm like friendly. Like, my personality that I admit is like, we cool, we dancing, you singing. But if you get too close, I be like, hey, I'm not your friend. Like, let's calm down. Everybody just keep the barriers.
Yeah, when you DJing online, it's like you're real cool. So when they see you in person.
That's the thing. Like, so we haven't really gotten to the TikTok side of DJing too. So let's transition.
Yes, sir.
So that's Atlanta. Yes, sir. But no, so TikTok, I was doing that residency for like a year at Apartment 4B in Buckhead. I stopped doing that residency, and I didn't really have like gigs like lined up like that at the time because I was only like a full year into really DJing at that point, and I had quit the wedding venue. So I was trying to find my own clients. I was in that little in between point, but I didn't really have like stuff lined up for DJing. So I was like, I don't want to get rusty. So I was like, I'm gonna start going online and practicing live. Like, I'm gonna just get my reps in. I wasn't trying to become a TikTok DJ, I swear. I was just like, I need to practice, so let me just go practice on live. Might as well be live while I'm practicing. The first day I went on there, it was like 500 people. I was like, dang. Because they give you the stats at the end of the video. And it's like, it was 500 viewers today. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Let me go tomorrow. It was like 800 or something. Like, I was like, ooh, let me go tomorrow.
right.
The third day, y'all, it's 20,000 people.
Wow.
It just happened like that.
So what is them little things?
The little gifts.
Yeah.
That's what I found out. I didn't even
know.
know.
Because I seen them like, because I know one time I was on there, you like, thank you for the gift.
Yes. So
like,
listen,
what?
I was literally learning about TikTok as I was on it. Like, I was learning. Because I was like, what are these little things? That's cute. Like a teddy bear? That's so cute. And then they were like, oh, no, that's money. I'm reading the comments as I'm DJing like, oh, wait a minute, that's money? Y'all sending me money in this thing? I was like, let me find out. So after I got on that live, I this is probably like 5 lives in, and they're like, no, this is money. Like, we're sending you gifts. Like, that's actual money you could cash in. Now I'm going to do some research. How much money, How much? So then I find out like, oh no, like you actually get paid. So when people send those stickers, those gifts, whatever it is, they have like coins associated to them. Okay. And you get a percentage and TikTok takes a percentage. They'll tell you it's a 50-50 split. It's really like 66, 33. Like, you really don't get, you only get like a third. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't 50-50. And I don't
But it's still something.
But it's something. It's something like, if you like consistent, I started going live 5 days a week that summer. This was June of 2024. Yeah. And I started going live 5 days a week because I was like, I ain't doing nothing else with DJing. Like, and I can make money on here. Let me see. And next thing you know, I went from 6,000 followers to like 60,000 followers like in the summer. And like gifts, like I was able to pay my rent off of like TikTok before. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. Like, and then I set it up to where people could inquire about booking me in real life. So now I'm not DJing online as much as I was, but I'm getting booked from people finding me on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like because of the work that I did last summer on the platform. So yeah, that's how TikTok DJing happened for me.
That's hard.
Yeah, thank you.
So is it? So I know, me personally, I probably be on some safety stuff though. Could you do a gig, not corporate gig, but like a regular gig and be on TikTok at the same time?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Okay. Right,
it depends on the gig. Sometimes I go live, but what I realize is like the quality isn't as good. Like, because when I'm at home, I'm plugged into my iRig. Like, it's directly into the phone. Like, being at the gig is like room audio. It's not the same. And I think that's probably another reason why TikTok pushed my algorithm like so much. Like, and I was showing up on people's, the For You page because the quality was so good. I think that factored in. So, I can, but it's not, people aren't as engaging. When I'm at an event, I'm actually like focused on the people there. Online, when I'm at home, I can focus on the comment section and actually keep people engaged with the chat. You know what I'm saying? So, but another thing about like safety and friendliness, this is how we got on here, circling back. Like I treat my followers on TikTok like family. Like I call on my cousins, like, what's up, cousin? How you feeling? Like, let's talk. On Sundays, we do praise breaks. We get our mind right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like a community in there of like people who I've never met in person, but I know your username online, and like, it's like you're my cousin now, you know? And I do a good job of like just making them feel like seen. And that has come back to bite me a little bit because like, never mind, I don't want to tell this story on air. I'm sorry. Can we cut this whole segue out? I just thought about it because then it might give other people ideas.
No, you good.
Gosh, I was thinking about it like, no, don't sell that. Long story short, like people have tried to like access me in real life because they feel like they knew me from TikTok. But I don't really know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what you look like. I don't know your real name.
Oh,
like,
them predators.
No, it's been like, I've had situations in real life where I was like, oh, that was really weird. Like, so you have to be careful at the same time because everybody doesn't have that social awareness and like understand that like you approaching me like this comes across a little stalker-y. And like, that's not cool. Like, I don't really know you. So... Yeah, that's the best way to tell
So
that story.
you need me and Chevy to be your bodyguard.
Pretty much. Nah, it ain't been that bad. It hasn't been that bad. But nah, for sure. It definitely made me like pipe down a little bit. Like, oh, I can't be too. Yeah.
Right. We understand how, like I said, me and Twin, we've been around the world with this stuff, and we understand how extra precautions y'all have to be as females, you know, going places, you know what I'm saying, you know, get stuff out your car, and, you know, and having to look
being
around,
aware,
make sure you parking in somewhere lit up, you know, so.
Even with women too, it's not even just like that story. Like I could say that, and you could like imagine a dude, but it's been women. Like,
oh wow,
like have also been like on some weird stuff. Like, I don't know you for real. Like, we're not friends in real life. Like,
that's
that's crazy though.
It's crazy.
Just know we offer gun safety classes and survival skill classes.
I'm with it.
Both 21-year military veterans right here.
Period.
Combat veterans at that.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So, holla at us.
Yes, for sure. So, but yeah, sorry to take it to a dark place.
No,
you good.
Actually, I'm glad you talk about what you want, but I understand the dynamic. But people need to know that. You know what I'm saying? You know that you just can't be walking up on people. You know, like,
you can't
at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know you. What's happening? Bang bang.
Like it's me from TikTok.
Right.
Excuse me? I've never seen you. You realize that, right?
I gave you two gifts, though.
Yeah, it's like, you realize I don't.
You get my teddy bear?
I don't know you.
You get my damn teddy bear? That was $5.
Come on now. $5 whole, okay?
Yeah, you talking about? You don't know.
I could have bought me a biggie bag from
Not a biggie bag. I could have ate.
When you T.I.? You don't know me? What you
literally.
Nah, that's serious.
Nah, for real though.
That's serious business though, man. Nah, like I wouldn't even walk up on him at night.
Nah.
You know, I think vice versa. I'd be like, all right, twin. Get his attention first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it known.
Voice recognition.
Yeah, he's joking.
Yeah, nah, but that's good that you said that though. People need to know that for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Serious business.
Yeah, we gotta keep you protected, you know. So, like I said, you know, we teach y'all how to maintain these weapons, shoot these weapons, and be comfortable with these weapons.
I didn't know y'all did classes. How did I not know that?
Well, we don't broadcast it. We just do it for family and friends.
Oh, I'm a family and friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You be sleep, Grandma.
Oh, they be at night?
Nah.
Trying to teach me how to shoot in the dark? I can't see either, y'all. I wear glasses.
It's good. We're going to teach you where you can shoot in the dark. It's all about familiar.
Okay. Heard.
You can pick that phone up and text in the dark. You can do your weapon in the dark. So.
I'm with it. I'm going to have to come to a class.
Yeah, we got you. I'm going to put together for sink or swim and all that.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
good bonding.
We're going to call it shoot or swim.
Oh, I like it. Content.
Content day. No, that's good.
No, I like that.
Yeah, we
I like
got
that.
you.
Yeah, we definitely could do one because the little youngster, she asked me last night, Dad, can you take me to the gun range? I said, I've been trying to take you for 4 years. She finally like, yeah. And I told her, the weapons, you just got to be comfortable with them. Once you comfortable with them and you understand that they can kill you, that's when you say, okay, the safety gonna really stick in your head.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a master gunner right there in the military certified.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just told
man.
They need to know.
Okay.
Went to school for that. So let's get into your book.
Okay.
Like she's an author too.
Yeah.
Along with that, PTO.
Paid time off. Yes. Okay. PTO. I wrote that book after I quit my job to do music full time. So this is back in 2019. And I had been working for Humana, the medical insurance company, as a software engineer.
Shout out to Humana East. It's my people.
Okay. So yes, was working there. Worked from home, had moved to Atlanta. So, have been with the company like 3 years. And I was just like, man, it ain't. The whole time I'm with the company, I'm like, I done moved to Atlanta. I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to figure this music thing out. So I always wanted to quit my job to do music full time. I just never felt ready. And the book kind of just walks through the process, like my thought process, like the spiritual journey, like how I knew it was time to quit, what I went through, like financially, mentally, all of that. And it's really like a faith walk, you know what I'm saying, through that whole experience. So long story short, God told me to quit my job. He was like, it's time. And this was in like April. He had been telling me for a while before I actually put in my notice. Like I had been seeing the signs, but I was a little concerned. Like, God, I don't have no money like that. I ain't got nothing lined up, God. Do you know that? You know that? And finally, like, if you don't listen for long enough, it feel like God yelling at you if you really tapped in and you like, I can't keep ignoring God, So it's like, you know what? This like the last sign that I got, it was like I was doing this Bible study with my best friend and my cousin. And at the end of the Bible study, like the takeaway, it literally said, move when God is calling you to action. And I was like, I can't even ignore that. Like, I was just like, I put my 2 weeks notice in the next day. I was like, yeah, I got to do it. So I quit my job to do music full time. And everybody started asking me after I quit. I think they thought like, oh, you must have got a major placement, or you must be working with somebody, or something big happened musically. I had no syncs at the time. I wasn't DJing. This is 2019. Like, I didn't get my first sync until 2021. So, like, there was nothing really shaking for me to just quit my job. And I was like, nah, it ain't what you think. Like, people kept asking me, I want to take you out to lunch and pick your brain. How did you do it? And I'm like, let me put this in a book, because people keep asking me the same question. It ain't what they think. And it's really like about a spiritual journey, but it's also about preparation practically, because like, faith without works is dead. So you can have faith all day, but God ain't going to tell you to do something that you're not ready for as long as he's ready for it, So I just walked through all of those emotions, the time, the decisions, how I knew, and just what those first few months were like after I quit my job. And it's really like overall, it's a personal experience, but anybody can relate to it, even if you're not trying to quit your job to do music, because it's about living in your true purpose and doing what you're called to do. Like, I'm a firm believer, and I say it all the time, God created us and he knows what he created us for. So it's like, why waste your time doing anything outside of his will if you can help it? So that's what the book is about. PTO, Pray Time Off. It's a quick read, but it's really inspiring, and it's really encouraging. To this day, I know the Holy Spirit was all behind that, because sometimes I be needing to reread it for myself. Like, I need those reminders, like when you feel down or discouraged or like whatever it is, like, and I'm like, dang, I wrote this? Like, that had to be the Holy Spirit, because I need this right now in my life, so.
Like a diary.
Yeah, exactly. So, yep, quick read. It's only like 70 pages, but it's meat. It's all meat, like no fluff. So, yeah.
So where can they find it at?
www.londonelixir.com/PTO. Go get your copy. It's available in audiobook, ebook, and print.
Yeah, I got a copy.
I know. Always supporting.
And that's a play on words of like, because I never had a real like civilian job ever since. So PTO is
paid time off.
Paid time off. Okay.
So yeah, it's a play on that parade time off.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody not meant to be an entrepreneur. So I'm never gonna be out here just telling people to quit their job. Right. But like, it's parade time off, because it's like you got to be living in your purpose. That got to be what God told you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have accomplished a lot, because for a cool minute, when I really found out your age, I said, this is a youngster that's getting it.
Thank you.
I mean, you have put a lot of old folks to shame. Aww. How hard you hustle, how hard you go at what you, like you said, the one thing I keep hearing you saying, and it's amazing that, God is all through this. So from a child to where you at now, you have accomplished a lot, and you accomplished it by, doing your own research. You weren't going over saying he say, she say, well, if you do it this way, you can do it. No, you went in, researched yourself. You went out, like you said, you went out to Cali. You done went to the film festivals. You at every event. You at every studio throughout the city to get to the position where you at now. And a lot of folks don't understand the hard work that you done put into.
To this day.
So it's like, like I said, I ain't got no hat on, but I tilt my hat out to you because I seen from the first time I seen you, I said, she cool. And it's like the way you was judging the artist, and I'm like, okay, I said, she something special about this young lady. But you keep every time I see you, you keep shining.
Thank you.
You elevate every time I see you. So, you just keep elevating. And as you keep elevating, I know you got your website. And I know, don't give them your personal stuff. Give them the London stuff. Where can they find you at?
Yes, you can find me at London Elixir. It's on Instagram, TikTok, everything. And my website is londonelixir.com. So you'll find my book, the movies, the film, everything you need. Just go to londonelixir.com. Merch, yes, merch, everything.
Tip your hat. You don't have a hat, but I got one you can buy off the website.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Got t-shirts, everything.
So you know how I ain't mad at you now. I'm finna crack a little joke on you real
What's up?
I crack a joke on you now. The whole interview, you was Ohio. You had like, okay, London, she got a little street in her now. When because a few minutes ago, I'm like, is this corporate London?
Man, shout out to Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to your city.
Man, I've been here for a minute, though. People will tell me when I go back home that I sound like I'm not from there anymore. Okay. But when I'm here, I'm like, I know I don't sound like I'm from Atlanta. There's no way. So I'm like, y'all just ain't been nowhere. But I feel like I'm definitely I'm picking up some stuff because it's been like 8 years now,
Yeah,
like,
you got to know what
it's a little bit. I be trying to correct myself. I said something too fast the other day, and I was like, whoa, didn't pronounce any of that correctly. Come on now, you're from Ohio. Get it together.
No, I'm talking about.
Literally, it was something like that. Like, wait a minute.
So, you've been DJing around them little gangsters too long.
Okay, a little too long. Been in too many studios.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But thank you, though, for saying all of that, for real. Like, it always means a lot to me to be around people who've seen me before. Like, because obviously we always, the type of people we are, we climbing. We not done. We not where we want to be. We not comfortable. But to, like, be around y'all, it's like, it's real. That's why it was like nothing. Y'all like, come on a podcast, of course. Like, because y'all know me for real. Like, y'all seen the progression. That always, like, warms my heart. Because it's like, people, I don't know what they think when they look at me, when they see me now. It looks, like you said, easy. It looks like they don't know all the stuff, like all the hard work, all the extra stuff that goes into it to this day. Like, I was just having a conversation with Chevy at one of my recent DJ sets about, like, paying for stuff and, like, doing free stuff. And it's like, we still really are grinding out here in certain ways that people would never understand. And it's like, so to be around y'all and know that y'all understand that, it, like, really means a lot to me because I know y'all are the same. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like y'all watch me grow up a little bit.
Most definitely. We love to see it, man.
Yeah.
We love to see people win. We love to see people prosper. So
thank you. And y'all know my uncle, too. So, like, it's different.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to bring that up.
Shout out to my uncle because he definitely going to watch this interview. Uncle John.
He a tanker.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, him and JT, cool.
Yeah.
Him and JT from Natchez.
From Natchez. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I choke.
So
okay.
him and JT was stationed together.
Wow, so you got military
basic
roots
training,
too. Okay.
basic training and everything. He old 19 kilo.
19-year-old tanker.
Yeah,
Yep.
he a big
DAT.
cards.
Okay.
Him and JT was in the studio
Recently.
Yeah.
Cooking up, yeah.
He can play them keys too.
Yeah, he can. He used to play like in the piano, like in the church growing up and stuff. He'd play, sing, all of that. Yeah. So shout out to my Uncle John.
Okay.
Love you.
Shout out to John, man.
But the crazy thing about it, when we was at Knox, he was at Knox. When I stayed out in Rhinoville, JT brought him out to the house.
Wow, small world, man.
And then because JT hit me up, he said, "Man, I know London. And then I said, hi. He said, her uncle. He said, man, I brought him out to your house. The cat that played the keys. I said, oh. And then I called London.
Yep.
Small world.
Yep. It was
And I
so
called London.
crazy.
I told you we know people. We can find you.
Same thing he be saying.
right. Hey, that's crazy. It's a small world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Small world. So I've been locked in
Yeah.
on multiple levels.
Say
You
less.
know, I feel like God really be all up and through everything.
Yeah,
Like,
He do.
for real. Because y'all solid. Like, so the fact that y'all even know my family is crazy, you know?
I know why I'm here.
Mm,
All them close calls. I know why he here. All them close calls we done
He
had.
ain't joking.
literally.
I tell folks, God kept me on this earth.
Man.
I'm still trying to figure out why. But
got purpose.
it's plenty of
It's a
times I be
purpose.
sitting there and
It's a
say, hey, you know, he'll tell you, we been through some close calls. But enough of that. This about
no,
you.
Oh, sorry.
This
I know,
about
right?
you.
I'm
This
deep.
about
I'm
you.
listening.
This
I thought we was
about
gonna
you.
tell a story.
No, we already
Okay,
told that story.
my bad.
You
My
can
bad.
watch episode 1, 2, and 3. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Learn about us. But it's all about London Elixir, a.k.a. the Sync Queen. When she started getting that big money on my cut.
And
I
Will.
gave her that
And
name.
Will.
Just give me a
You on the
t-shirt.
percentages.
No,
You on the
man.
percentages.
Give me a t-shirt.
Let's be real.
Yeah, no, we messing around.
Give me a
Nah,
t-shirt.
you have earned that title, and I hope to see you even in bigger spaces in the music business.
Thank
I
you.
know people like producer, DJ, but I believe people like you, Maul, Maddie, all y'all the next generation of executives that's gonna need to fill those seats in those sync worlds and clearing samples and all that stuff. We
But
need
I'll-
to be in there, you know
But
what
I
I'm saying?
also see her at a university teaching this.
Going back being professor.
Yeah.
Professor
I see
London.
it.
Okay.
I can see that too.
I see that.
I can see everything y'all saying.
No, it's all there. Speak it and speak it till it become true.
Whatever God
So
has
that's
for
it.
me, I'm gonna do it. Cause like it's a lot of stuff that was never in my plans that is here. It was in His plan. So
Yeah.
that's why you just gotta pay attention. Like pay attention and stay locked in, cause His plans are way better than ours.
Right.
Way
And
better.
bigger.
It wouldn't have been no film, no book, no
Right.
no DJing.
Right.
All of those things came from something outside of me. Like I never thought about doing none of that. God put that together.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. But again, it's a pleasure
Thank you for having me.
to have you here on Tailor Talk Podcast.
Hey. This was fun.
That's it. Oh, you gotta tell the camera again where you
Oh, where to follow me? Okay.
follow.
Yes. Follow me on Instagram at London Elixir. That's ELIXIR. It'll pop up. Same thing on TikTok. And my website is londonelixir.com. Everything you need, DJ inquiries, the book, the film, everything. londonelixir.com.
Okay.
Thank you again, y'all, for tuning in to Tailor Talk Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share.
Yes, sir.